So you're thinking about moving to Virginia Beach? Well, today we are going to answer the age-old question. Does it snow in Virginia Beach? So you can see what it's like and you can see if it fits in with your lifestyle. If this is your first time on the channel, then click subscribe and press the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know all about the market in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Let's get started. The topic of the day is snow. Are you curious about snow in Virginia Beach? Well, stay tuned to hear all about it. And as a bonus, I'll tell you about that time when it was a literal circus around here. Virginia Beach has coastlines on the Chesapeake Bay and the Atlantic Ocean. And the temperatures around here rarely get below freezing. So, not really the conditions that you need for snow. But it does snow here from time to time. So, how much snow do we get? The timeline for snow around here is just a few inches every few years. And those few inches are spread out across multiple days. Some years we get no snow at all, and other years, like once in a blue moon, we can get over a foot of snow in a day. So that all averages out to about 6 inches of snow each winter. Now that might sound like nothing to you, but believe me, it is something for Virginia Beach. And most snowfall in the area happens between mid-January and mid-February, so don't expect a white Christmas. That hasn't happened since 2010. Now, getting back to a few inches being a lot, when we hear snow is on the way, some of us get pretty excited because it's usually been a while since the last snow. But it's not all fun and games. Just a little bit of snow can shut down the city. And it takes some time for the city to clear their major roads. I mean, Virginia Beach is a large city. It covers close to 500 square miles. So secondary and neighborhood roads just aren't a priority. But on the bright side, the weather usually warms up pretty quickly after a snow. And the snow ends up melting on its own, which means the neighborhood roads are usually clear within a few days. Keep in mind that lots of people in the area don't have much experience driving in snowy weather. So driving can be a little hazardous. It's best to stay off the roads if you can. So while you're waiting at home for the streets to be cleared, take some time to dig out your boots, search for your ice scraper, find your sled if you even have one, make some snow cream, or build a snowman. A lot of people want to head to Mount Trashmore for sledding since it is the highest land point in the city. But I am here to tell you that that would be a wasted trip. If the city is closed, the city parks are closed too. But even if the city parks are not closed, sledding at Mount Trashmore is a no-go. It's a bummer, but it's for safety reasons, and you have to put safety first. When snow is in the forecast, what should you do to prepare? Well, at the first mention of snow, a lot of locals make a beeline to the grocery store to stock up on staples, just in case. So, if you're running low on groceries, my advice would be to get to the grocery store early. And don't forget your evaporated milk so you can make snow cream. We've talked about what happens when there's a little bit of snow, but what happens when there's a lot of snow? We haven't had a blizzard since 2010, but let's go back a little bit farther to talk about the blizzard of 1980. Hampton Roads was hit by a blizzard in March of 1980, and it just so happened that the circus was in town at Norfolk Scope that same weekend. Now, the performances were held as scheduled because the forecast was just for a few inches of snow. But it turned out to be much, much more. The last morning's performance went off without a hitch, but the snowstorm hit its stride during the afternoon performance. There was so much snow and wind that it was hard to see. I mean, basically, we were in whiteout conditions, and Hampton Roads ended up getting over 14 inches of snow that day. 1980 goes down as the snowiest winter on record for Hampton Roads. The city closed the roads, and the people who were at the circus were stuck. They had to ride out the storm in Norfolk Scope. The next day, the National Guard started clearing the roads, and as far as the circus, Their next performance was in Richmond, Virginia, and the show must go on. So the performers and the animals walked the 3 miles from Scope to the train that would take them to Richmond. This walk took hours and hours, and I'm sure it was a sight to see animals tromping through the snowy streets. It was a big deal, and it was covered by the local newspaper as well as local news stations. A local news reporter even wrote a song about it. So locally, this storm is known as the circus blizzard of 1980. Is snow in Virginia Beach what you thought it would be? If you have a good snow cream recipe, drop it in the comments. I'd love to try it out the next time it snows, although I could be waiting a while. Thanks for coming along to find out if it snows in Virginia Beach, Virginia. If you think Virginia Beach is the place for you, whether you're moving in a matter of days, weeks, or months, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a video call so we can talk all about your move to Virginia Beach, Virginia. Until next time, when I'll be showing you around town.